What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Oxygen Not Included. So, I was recording this episode already. I think I had like 12 minutes worth of footage done. And for some reason, Bandicam crashed, and I lost my video. So, suddenly it's lagging a little bit. It's annoying. Number one, I cleaned up the base quite a bit, and I set up a lot of these guys, the automated dispensers. I got them all set up all around the base, and during this video we were working on getting all the research done, so that way we can get some stuff, really good stuff going. In fact, they just finished the last thing of research, so we're going to go ahead and get them started on this, which it will separate water and salt from brine. This can clean germs off raw ore. I don't really see the purpose of doing that. Rust deoxidizer, we can turn rust into oxygen and chlorine. And this will convert... Oh, this is the electrolyzer. I didn't realize we hadn't learned that yet. Yeah, we'll let them work on that next. Go ahead and unpause. I turned down food production for a while there because we were producing so much. I hit 1 million kilocalories, which was a bit ridiculous, honestly. And we've switched completely over to stone hatchlings. A couple things I talked about in the video that I'm going to talk about again is I've learned how to farm Drecos, which means we should really get into that soon because we can use them to harvest fibers, as well as once we get a shiny Dreco, which we have to feed them a certain kind of food, they become plastic harvesting Drecos, which would be really badass. We've got farming turned down, but I've got May focusing on it, so she can work on harvesting all the crops for us, while everybody else does the cleanup and the research and stuff like that. In fact, they just finished that research I gave them. They are kicking butt at research. Let's see here. Let us see if we can select something a little higher tier. We'll select this. They won't be able to do this research at first, but this will accomplish most of the research requirements that we want. And then we can just disable it once they get up to this, because we can't do that without the planetary research or whatever, or space research. I'm not really sure what it's called, but that'll get a lot of that stuff learned for us. So the goal here is we're going to finish all the research real quick, and then we're going to start cleaning out more areas for base building. We'll take some more water. Never have too much water. Eventually we're going to get it set up where we can produce water really easy. I did want to talk about the fact that I cleaned out the base upstairs here. I did this actually off camera anyway, and I set up a new power station, and I know you'd imagine this would be pretty hot, but I actually set up a cooling station up here as well. We're using polluted water because it has a lower freezing point than regular water does, so we can get below below 32 degrees Fahrenheit without it freezing really easy. And these weezelworts are all in here to produce cold air, so that way we can really cool this room down. I'm not too worried about the polluted oxygen in here. Now, I know that in the Space Age DLC, weezelworts actually produce radiation, which means this room is probably heavily radiated, but I'm not sure if radiation is a thing outside of that pack, so I'm not too worried because there's not an overlay for it, so I'm not entirely sure. Let's see. Pretty soon we're going to start utilizing these geysers with cooling setups, and eventually we're going to set up steam turbines that can basically use heat from these vents, because this thing doesn't actually get all that hot. I think it gets like 140, 150 degrees even when it's running, so it's not super hot, but we can use the steam generated from it to run steam turbines and stuff like that. And when it cools down, we can use a lot of liquids that we're cooling it down with to produce coolant for the entire base. So basically we're going to use the heat generated by our base to to heat up the steam generators, in which case we'll cool down the liquids by using it for electricity, and then resend out the liquids to cool the base. It's a weird system, but I've seen it done very elegantly, and quite frankly, I'm looking forward to doing it. But I also set up this room right here for getting us... What kind of gas is there? I guess there's oxygen and carbon dioxide. They must have found some oxalite or something. because I'm not sure how gases would have got in here. Doesn't look like there's very much of it either, but anyway, so the goal is we're going to clean this out. We're going to set up the exosuits. Take that. And this way we can start adventuring out and getting into all this chlorine without having to worry about our duplicants getting really sick and stuff. So we're going to start excavating basically completely around the base. We're going to start cleaning everything out finally, and then we're going to start expanding the base. We'll section it off once we have it basically cleared out. But yeah, we're going to be cleaning out a lot more of the base now. But we had to finish the research before we could do that. I don't think we've done the research for exosuits yet. Oh, yeah, we did. They already finished it. Awesome. So we can actually start building the stuff for that. Let's see your stations. Exosuit forge. Yes, this guy. How much power does it use? I do not know. But we're going to set this guy up here. We're going to hook him up. Right there. Okay, and that'll generate us some exosuits. Now, we're going to need to grow reed fibers. So, let's set up some farm tiles. We should have loads of reed fiber seeds. And we will just use hydroponic farm tiles. In fact, we'll just set them up right here. Cool. We'll get those going. I believe they can survive in oxygen-based environments, but they use polluted water instead of regular water, kind of like the arbor trees. But we've already got a station set up for that, so it's not a huge deal. We're pretty soon going to be upgrading all the bedrooms and bathrooms and getting them to where we're not producing polluted dirt and polluted water and stuff. That's honestly just wasting resources. If we set them up with regular proper bathrooms that'll actually pump the water in and out, we can prevent germy water and stuff from forming, which is very ideal. Man, we've got a lot of hatchlings in this room. Jeez. Okay, I think what we're going to do, deconstruct 2 of these bad boys. Actually, what I want to do is I want to get this fixed. I'm going to get that there. That there. Deconstruct that. Deconstruct that. Reprioritize all of this. Let's clean out this room. Clean all these rooms out. And then we're going to duplicate the settings for this guy. Right there. Copy the settings from these guys here. Clean up more of those tile, more of that crap. There we go. And now we can start getting more stone hatchlings up here. We definitely want to keep that coal generation going because we're burning through it really fast. Yeah, we'll take that. Them doing research is slowing us down a bit, but I think once they finish this research, we're just going to leave it alone for a little while because I think we've learned enough to progress pretty well. They still haven't built the exo. Yeah, it's the research just keeping us from going. Let me take a look where they're at. Okay, I'm just going to tell them to finish this research right here, and then once they're done with that, we will just stop. I'm not sure what a jet suit is. Jet suit pattern hills. Jet suit exosuit forage stores jet suits and refuels them with oxygen and petroleum. Empty suits of polluted water built next to ejection. What is a jet suit? I didn't know that was even a thing. I mean, that's cool. Alright, let them finish that research, and once they're done with that, we're going to stop researching for just a little bit, because we've got most of the research done. I'm going to go ahead and pause for a second. Okay, they finished the research, and now they can prioritize other tasks, which is really good. Okay, they're cleaning out that room like I asked them to, because I set that to a priority of 9, which is good. Okay. What I'd like to do soon is I want to find another cold biome like this one, and I want to set up their oxygen production so that way we can get really cold oxygen flowing through the base, as well as gathering hydrogen. No, I don't really see one anywhere nearby. I guess we could build it up here above the current hydrogens, the current chilled section. And I'm not sure if I talked about this, but this is a cooling system I set up to cool our electronics. Looks like it's still pretty chill, but that temperature is slowly going up. It started out at 33 degrees and now it's 38. So that is going up. This room is staying chilled, which is what I like. But I don't know how long it's going to maintain that. With the pipe system we have set up, it wouldn't take much to relocate everything and reset up the chilled room. I don't know how long it's going to maintain that. And probably maintain it for a few hundred cycles, but after that it's probably not going to do us a whole lot of good. Okay. Yeah, it looks like they're finally starting to build the exosuit forge, which is good. We need to set up the checkpoint for it, though. So, stations, gotta remember, if I set this down... Okay, so this has to be at the very end. Oh, we're gonna need a lot more refined metal. I'm realizing I don't have a good refined metal setup. Okay, so if we wanted to grow... Okay, okay, yeah, it can survive in it. It uses blue water. Okay, yeah, easy. Alright, now they can grow reed fibers over here, and we can make exosuits. And we can make jet suits too, which is cool. But we need to start making Atmos. We need to make it so that way they can always repair them at a priority of 9. But we have got to start producing metal, and I really do not want to use the rock crusher for that. So we are going to go up here, where we have our cooling loop all set up. We're going to set up our refining area up here. So what we're going to do, in fact, I'm going to set up a couple things up here. So we're going to, let's see here, igneous rock. I'm tired of using igneous rock as a building material, so we're actually going to completely fix something here. We're going to set up a room up here. So we're going to get that going. Okay. We'll set up airflow tiles in here. Ladders in here. Just like that. Okay, let them get all that built. Alright, we're gonna put a self-insulating door right there. We'll go ahead and put one up here too. Go ahead and have them deconstruct the ladder though. Okay, let them work on building that. Alright, let's take a look at a few things. Okay, and I was gonna go start building the Atmos suit checkpoints. That's right. That was the whole reason we didn't yet, is because we need a lot more refined metal. And we were gonna set up a section down here for kilns and a section in here for our refinery. And any other machines that produce a lot of heat. And we're gonna attach them to the cooling loop. They're getting there pretty quick. Alright. And they did deconstruct that. And you know what? I changed my mind about the whole having that there. Seal that off. Seal that off. And we're going to deconstruct all these excess ladders. Don't do any of that row. Okay, and let's put a few things in here. Let's take a look. Refinery. Oh, I guess it'd be in refinement. Okay, we're gonna put a few kilns in here. Actually, hold on. Cancel that. I forgot I wanted to do something. Automation. Nope. Shipping. Yes, want an auto sweeper. Okay, okay, I do want to find out though, is the metal refinery gonna fit downstairs here? It is not. Which is no bueno. Okay. Okay. Alright. Well, let's put this guy here. Put that guy there. We need to set up power for this guy, so we're going to need a small platform out here. Use airflow tiles. Set it up. Like right here. Alright. I don't think I'm going to need a lot of power, because I don't think we're going to need too much for this guy, so we're going to set one power transformer. Set it up right there. Hook up the heavy watt wire to it. There we go. And then we'll hook up the regular wire. No need for a bridge, we'll just go over this guy. How much power does it use? Oh shit. I was wrong. Okay, hold on. Cancel that. Okay. And then we actually want to use conductive wire. We're going to need a bigger transformer too. That ain't going to cut it. Alright, we're going to need... one of the large transformers. Yep, just like that. Then we're going to want to use conductive wire. Hopefully we've got enough for this project. That'll be 250. 500. Ooh, just barely enough. Okay. And that'll get that going. Okay, we want to get the basic loot going. Okay, and this is going to just produce cold water. So, well, this is going to produce hot water, I should say. We need to use insulated pipes. Go with igneous. We're going to attach it to the loop, but I kind of want to attach it to the end of the loop rather than the beginning. So, what we're going to do is we're going to bridge it over here. Insulated pipes. Okay, we're going to radiate. Oh, shit. And insulate from here. No, not fucking steel. And then insulate from here. And we'll connect it back to the loop. Alright. Alright, we're going to go ahead and shipping. No. Okay, we'll set this up right here. And then, let's see here, kill him. It'll be in refinement right here. And then we'll put a storage bin up here as well. About right there and there. And we're going to store, actually we'll just go ahead and do 3 because it should be able to reach all 3 of them. And we're going to set it up for them to store clay in this. Alright, Lag Spike. I think it might have crashed. Oh, nope. It's catching up. Pause. Come on. Jeez. Oof. Pause for a second. Jeez. Yes, I'm aware I'm out of copper. Alright, which is why we're going to go ahead and use this to make a little bit of copper. Let's do about 30 builds. Wait, did I use copper to build these? Yes, I did. Reject all. Alright. Alright guys, so I finished getting it all set up here. It is seeming to maintain pretty well. We are officially out of coal again, which really sucks, but that just means we need to get started on what we're doing right now. So, we're going to go ahead and pause for a second. We got loads of nimble reed fibers, so we can make a bunch of exosuits. So, we're going to make... Let's make 20. And get them on that immediately. But while they're doing that, we're going to start planning out the build over here. Okay? So, what we're going to do is we're going to go over here, and we're going to go over to stations, and we're just going to start building these bitches. Okay? Ammo suit dock. We're going to make them out of iron. What the hell? Whatever. 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15. There we go. And then ammo suit checkpoint. Not sure when they made that much steel, but sure, we'll go ahead and make it out of steel. Alright. Now we're going to need to set up a transformer. This guy right here. Set it right there. We're going to set up a heavy watt conjoiner plate right there. We're going to hook up this right here. This right here. Hook up this right there. All the way across. Like that. And then we also need to get oxygen pumping into here. Yeah. Okay. Now, where is our closest oxygen? That's where we pump out carbon dioxide. I guess we can probably go ahead and start setting up the hydrogen generator setup. I mean, I guess I can hook it up to the cooling loop over here. So I guess we'll go ahead and get started on that. Give me just a second. Alright guys, so I'm not sure how long ago I paused. I'm really unsure of how long ago I paused, but so I've accomplished quite a few things here. Number one, I got this all set up, and I actually used a pressure gas pump, which I have access to now because I can make steel. This guy right here, yeah, you can make it using steel, and it'll actually pump out much larger quantities of gas. So I set up a gas chamber and a cooling unit, and I cooled it all down, and I wanted to put this thing far enough away because it was picking up the oxygen and hydrogen way too close to this. So the air was really hot. Now I've got it up here and the cooling loop goes through it. It cools all that air down. So it's nice and cold. Look at that. Nice and cold room. And it's cooling all that air down before it gets up to here. It also keeps these things cool. And because of that, we're able to cool this whole room down. How's our temperature looking? It's getting a bit warm. But I did make a solution. This guy right here, I filled it up with polluted ice. So that way, once this melts, it will fill this thing up with ice cold polluted water, recooling down all this water. So it'll continue this build. And then if I need more, I'll just go up here and mine out some more ice. That's where I got the majority of this ice to begin with, was frozen polluted water. Got it all in here and got it going. And this whole build is nice and cooled. It even keeps the hydrogen generators cooled down really well because I got them all set up because I needed a place for the hydrogen to go, so I ran a loop up there. And I've got the, let me see here, right here. I set up a loop for the gases specifically for the Atmos suits. They are taking their sweet time producing the metal necessary to make those suits, though. How many more do they... Man, you know what? Speed this shit up. Somebody get over here and do this. Feels like they're deliberately choosing not to do it. I mean, it's got plenty of gases. I mean, it's got plenty of, shoot, what's the word for it? It's got plenty of metal. Like, there's nothing. They're still ignoring it. Why are they choosing not to do it? I know there's a lot of jobs to do, but what the hell? Don't know. I don't want any of those. One of my duplicates died. I'm not even sure how that happened. Food production has slowed down. I went ahead and reprioritized food, but it seems like it's going down. I'm not entirely sure why. We were maintaining for the longest time. I'm not sure why we're suddenly having trouble keeping up with food. Why is no one wanting to go up here? The door's not an issue. Like, I don't get it. Nobody's going up here to work on it. And if I click on this to check the loop, loop is still working fine. There's no reason why they can't do this. I do not understand. I do not understand at all. Like, there should be no reason why somebody can't do this. It's an operating skill, correct? I want to fix one thing. Set this back to standard. And then go down here and obviously prioritize. Wait. Which person did I... That right here. That person needs to prioritize farming. Turn that down, that down, that down, and that down. I want this person to prioritize operating. Somebody get over here and do this. Come on. I don't see the issue here. Like, we still have plenty of copper, right? Yeah, 18 tons. What's y'all's damage? This should be deconstructed. I haven't been doing this for a while. Oh yeah, you go right ahead and do that without any issue, but when I try to tell you guys to get up here and work on this, y'all ain't listening. Alright, since they want to be difficult about that, guess we'll prioritize it down here. Let's do 30. Oh yeah, they just get right to work. What the hell? Do y'all have a problem with being in here? I mean, I don't understand. Like, there's nothing preventing you guys from getting up here. Ladder right here. Y'all keep going across, back and forth. Oh, I see. Okay. I definitely see. Okay. Deconstruct that. Why is that even there? Now they can get up in here. That was stupid. We should pump some oxygen in here. Actually, you know what? Cancel that. What's the temperature in here? Oh, it's fine. Let's just deconstruct. Those 3 tiles. Put some oxygen in here. Don't do it. Alright, y'all taking forever. Get over here and break that shit. Get some freaking air in here. There you go. Look at that. Now y'all can breathe. It's a freaking miracle. There you go. Look at that. Now you're letting all that oxygen in. Ain't that awesome? And I've got this place heavily filled with oxygen, by the way. Like, ridiculous amounts of oxygen. I don't know what that unbreathable gas floating around is. Not a big fan of it. Whatever it is. Whoa. Just realized we're almost out of polluted water. Okay. I think that's my cue to work on getting the bathrooms built soon. They're finally getting the Atmos suits done, so we can finally start cleaning all this out, which is exactly what I want to do. But I think we'll have to do that in the next episode, because I'm running out of time. I have to go to bed. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, probably about 4:40 now. Yeah, 4:40. But honestly, guys, this has been my best run on Oxygen Not Included. I honestly think we could do quite well with this. I'm going to have to do something with all this carbon dioxide at some point. Eventually going to set up a pump and pump a lot of this carbon dioxide out. But for now, no point. But we are finally getting the freaking Atmos suits, and they can get these all nice and filled up and filled with oxygen and stuff like that. We can finally start digging. Look at that. Charges it up, fills it up with oxygen. Dang, they take a lot of oxygen. Hey. But we've got a pretty good line of oxygen going, so it's not a huge deal. If I pull this back up and we take a look, yeah, it immediately fills it back up without an issue whatsoever. Like, let's see if we can watch it whenever they deliver one. Shouldn't take long. We're producing them pretty fast now. Wait for them to deliver one. Get over here and make one.